All right, folks, welcome back to the Crisis Report. This is your alert for November 5th, 2025. Brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. We'll get to that more in a moment. President Trump has warned Republicans to pass voter ID laws, saying without them, they'll never win another election again. You might want to consider focusing more on what's going on in America instead of what's going on with everybody's favorite country in the Middle East. Vladimir Putin has ordered Russian forces to get ready for nuclear weapons testing if the United States resumes its own tests. Democrat Zoran Mamdani is becoming the New York's first Muslim mayor in a mayoral race that had the highest voter turnout since 1969. The dawn of a better day for humanity, he said. The future is in our hands, my friends. We have toppled a political dynasty. At least 10 people injured, 4 critically, as a man has driven a car into a crowd shouting, Allah Akbar. Upon arrest on the French island of Aveyron, driver is in custody and known to the police. Suspect is a 35-year-old man, French national, who lives in a mobile home on the island, was known for numerous transgressions due to his regular drug and alcohol use. France's anti-terrorism prosecutor has not been included at this stage, with police investigating potential mental health issues. I'm sure he has nothing political on that. Another migrant sex offender has been accidentally freed from the United Kingdom prison. Manhunt is underway for the 24-year-old Algerian person who police say notified 6 days after his release. Great job. U.S. Air Force has launched GT-254 nuclear-capable missiles from the Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. Mr. Soros and his son Alex say they are proud to be New Yorkers after Mamdani's win in the New York City mayoral race. Mamdani, New York mayor, says, I am young despite my best efforts to grow older. I am Muslim, I am a democratic socialist, and most damning of all, I refuse to apologize for any of this. He also said New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant. Trump is considering options from airstrikes to kill Maduro and his guard, with airstrikes in an operation to seize the oil fields, according to the New York Times. Focus on America. Thousands of Ukrainian soldiers are completely surrounded near Pokrovsk, Russia, calling on them to surrender. China is ordering new state-funded data centers to use only domestically made AI chips, forcing removal of foreign chips like NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel. Virginia House Democratic flips. These are all the different, the districts or whatever. It's 22, 30, 57, 71, 73, 75, 84, 82, and 89. Virginia House now has 64 Democrats, and the Republicans have 36. This is the biggest Democratic majority since 1989. How's the Middle East doing, guys? Trump's response to tonight's blue wave is to, quote, pass voter reform, introduce voter ID, and no mail-in ballots, block Democratic attempts to eliminate the Republican judges on the Supreme Court, and terminate the filibuster. And that is not going to happen. Trump campaigns like Pat Buchanan and Ron Paul then governs like Lindsey Graham. At a certain point, you need to ask yourself if he's there to suck up the populist right-wing movement and funnel you back to the establishment. Excellent point. Republicans aren't motivated to get out there and vote for a party that's protecting client lists and given infinity aid to foreign countries, increased government spending, and embarrassing deportation numbers attacking most conservative members of the party. Correct. Democrats are winning Georgia by 25 plus points. Trump spent all of his political capital bombing Iran and deporting students for writing op-eds. The result? Record low approval ratings, consistent electoral losses, and forecasts showing Democrats poised to sweep the 2026 midterms. BRICS countries represent half the global population, a coalition with growing economic left. Unlike many Western powers, many BRICS countries are seeing rapid GDP growth driven by significant investment, trade, and demographic change. In an increasingly multipolar world, this group is exerting even more influence as it expands. So Bricks are coming. Get yourself ready. Hispanics voted for Democrat candidate 2-1 in New Jersey. Women voted much more Democrat than men voted Republican. Same pattern in Virginia. New York City mayoral race, all racial groups, with exception of whites, broke 45% for Zohran Mamdani. Only white men voted for Cuomo. A certain video maker is quietly erasing more than 700 videos documenting some human rights violations by a certain blue and white country in the Middle East. It's featuring mothers surviving this in, just surviving. Video investigation uncovering the role in all of these things. Another video revealing destruction of homes and other places. Well, they're surreptitiously deleting all these videos by early October and wiping out accounts posted from their website, along with other channels' archives. Accounts belong to 3 prominent human rights groups, Al-Haq, Al-Masan Center for Human Rights, and the Center for Human Rights of a Pali kind of place that's, I need a Stein for beer. The move came in response to the U.S. government campaign to stifle accountability for alleged crimes. Palestinian groups and these channels hosted hours of footage documenting things, and they didn't like it, so they removed it. Confirmed The Intercept that it deleted these groups' accounts, direct results of State Department sanctions against groups of review. Trump administration leveled the sanctions against the organizations in September over their work with the ICC in cases charging officials with certain crimes. Deleted videos range in scope from these investigations as an analysis, testimonies, documentaries, other things in documentation. Some videos are still available through copies saved on Internet Archive, Wayback Machine, and alternate platforms. Wiping only affected the group's official channels. Videos which were produced by the nonprofits but hosted on alternate channels remain active. Borg. Air at HMP Wandsworth in South London happened on 29th of October, just 5 days after the high-profile release of a migrant sex offender. Yes, the UK again has accidentally released yet another migrant offender from prison. Prisoner is a 24-year-old Algerian man. He is unnamed. It is unclear why the UK Prison Service and police do not want the public to know the name, as the accidentally released inmate who may reoffend and help the British authorities put him back behind bars. Netanyahu clarified in closed-door discussions that Hamas terrorists in the tunnels have only 2 options. There is to surrender, stay underground. Hamas must return all the bodies of the deceased hostages exactly as stated in the framework. There will be no deal. Fouad Azadi, a political theorist and lecturer at the Faculty of International Relations, University of Tehran, commented on Zohran Mamdani's victory as mayor of New York, claiming that this campaign was built on 3 central slogans, each, he said, reflecting the Iranian spirit of the day the U.S. Embassy was seized: support for the Palestinian dream, demand for justice, struggle against racism in both domestic and foreign policy. Azadi went on to say that the future candidates who embrace these 3 principles will be the next rulers of the United States. Tell me your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. When your friends liken your campaign to the takeover of your own country's embassy, you're in serious trouble. Good luck. Good luck to all those in New York and other places. This is your Crisis Report Alert. God bless. We're brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. Links in the description. People in that administration that's running America right now might want to refocus. God bless.